BitQuest.
Hello and welcome to BitQuest, and also welcome to my very first solo series. So let's get comfortable, let's get relaxed, let's get intimate. And now that I've scared you all away, I'm going to sit here and talk to myself and play some Maniac Mansion. Right, so this is obviously just the character select screen. And as exciting as that is, we don't want to stick around here forever and make a whole episode out of that, so let's get moving. So these are all our different characters here. This is Dave, he's the hero, and he has to rescue Sandy from the evil mansion. And then get out of there, cutscene. Okay, this is Sid, he can play the piano. Michael can take photographs. Wendy is boring and can't do anything. Bernard here can fix things, and Razor's the same as Sid. And who are you? Jeff. I don't know anything about Jeff. For this, we're going to use Michael and Bernard because they're the only ones I know how to use. Okay, so let's get started. Now, there's actually no music playing here. And I know you think, damn, but I hear music. Well, I got rid of it. The music in this version of the game is terrible, and I just replaced it with the Commodore 64 version. So what you would be hearing would be lies. And I wanted the good to be there. So this game was created by Ron Gilbert, and I think his name is Gary Winnick. I hope I got that right. And, oh, we're about to start the dialogue, I think. No, it's still the title. So, okay, that's all good. So we're about to get into my terrible voice acting, and then I can get onto a bit about the game and all. Oh, this version actually has credits too. Okay. I haven't actually played this particular one. I went through a whole process of trying to get the right one going, but we'll get onto that soon. And come on, gonna move on. I can probably just skip this, can't I? Yeah, there we go. Okay, this looks like the old mansion. I'm sure I saw Dr. Fred take Sandy here. It's up to us to get her out. This could be real dangerous. If anyone wants to back out. Did any of you guys see that movie? 4 kids went into this strange house. And, never mind. Okay, I'm out of here. Bernard, don't be a tuna head. It's Sandy we're talking about. Okay. Okay, let's go rescue Sandy. Alright, so we'll start off with our hero Dave here. And let's look at this sign. What's it say? Warning, trespassers will be horribly mutilated. Right, that's a little foreboding. Right, let's move on. So, yeah, this game was created by, Ron Gilbert and Dave Winnick back in 1987 for the Commodore 64 and I believe the Apple II. And it's, where am I going? I believe one of the most important games in video game history. Because it wasn't so much the first to do a lot of things, but it was the first to do them right and make them constantly used for adventure gaming especially. Right, now we're not going to go inside with Dave. I'm just going to leave him here, and I have a good reason for that. So we'll go in, let's use, should we use Michael? We'll use Michael. Can I not? Okay, cool. Yeah, so this game, it was the first ever game to have cutscenes. There was games before it. I believe Pac-Man was actually the first game to have actual cutscenes in it. But the term wasn't used until Ron Gilbert created it for this game. So there you go. Oh, I'm not using the door, I'm opening the door. Okay, and let's go in here. And I can open this. I can't do anything there yet with him. I should have actually brought Bernard along, but not to worry. Okay, pressing on. Here we go. Now, yeah, I did... Oh, the light's off. Oh, but I can actually see in this version. No, not open. Where's turn on? This version doesn't have turn on. Okay, use... yeah, if anyone hasn't seen my update video, go watch that. But I talked about wanting to play Maniac Mansion for my first solo playthrough. And I want... What's... Oh, cutscene.
Well, my dear, hope you're having fun. Within minutes, it'll all be over. You'll be hooked up to my machine, getting your pretty brain sucked out. You'll never get away with this. Dave and his friends will rescue me. You and your meteor can eat slime. That's what she thinks.
The old Shakespearean aside. That's really hard to read because... Help, help, help! Because I've got it in this tiny little... what is it? 645 by 480 window because... well, that's all it displays at, and OBS won't take it when it's full screen. And the text is sort of blending into the other colours. What was this? The cassette tape. That is for Bernard as well, but oh well. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I wanted to play the Commodore 64 version. Oh, here's Chuck the Plant. He's in a lot of LucasArts adventure games. He's just a little thing they use. But I couldn't get my Commodore fixed up properly. I pulled it apart and looked at it, and everything's working but the sound. And I thought, well, that could do. This game doesn't have much sound. I can overdub it. But... the disc didn't work of Maniac Mansion. So I thought, okay, I'll emulate it. And so I tried out the emulated version, or several actually. Actually, I went just... No, don't quit. Play. Alright, just a second. Alright, we're in the kitchen. Gonna save because there's something scary coming up. We'll call this... Raiding the Fridge. Okay. So, yeah, I got everything but working but the sound, disc, emulator. And the emulator needs the disc swapped or virtual disc swapped. So I tried to do that and it just had a read error. And there was like 3 different versions of it, so that didn't work. So I tried out the Scum version. Hang on just a moment. Oh, she's not there. Okay, we would have met Nurse Edna there, but she's wandered off for some reason. We'll grab this torch here, which I can barely make out. You can get this chainsaw, but there's no fuel for it, unfortunately. It's just there to tease you. I think that's a reference to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, so the emulator didn't work, so I tried the Scum version, but that just wasn't any good to me. So I thought I'd use this version because it has the prettiest graphics. And it's still actually playable. And Scum, by the way, is the engine they created to make this game. They found that current hardware, software, whatever you use to make games, I don't know, it wasn't good enough for what they wanted to do. So they created a whole new engine for it. And Scum stands for Script Creation Utility for Maniac Mansion. A lot of people might have heard of Scum VM, which is the virtual machine version. And also, this is a can of Pepsi here. It was the first ever product placement in a game. What's he saying? Why did he just wiggle his mouth? Just maybe he's hungry. I don't know. So yeah, I wound up with this version, and I just have, in your case, put the original music in because it's the best anyway. Hopefully this is actually based on the Commodore version, because if it's based on the NES version, sorry, NES version, then, oh, hello. Gee, I'm hungry. Oh, I just stole all the food out of the fridge. You're gonna starve, buddy. Yeah, the NES version wasn't very good. It was heavily censored because of Nintendo's strict guidelines. They had to take out a lot of the profanity and nudity references, sexual references, things like that. And it really just wasn't that good for the game. Plus, the music isn't very good. The graphics aren't as good. So this is it's him again. Yes, Dumpty Dum Dumpty Dum. Where's the cheese? He still looks happy. He's still got a pep in his walk. He wanted cheese for his hamster. If you saw that in the cutscene. And yes, if I had a pick, Sid or razor, some people would know. You can actually put the hamster in the microwave and kill it, which was also taken out of the NES version. Alright, pressing on, let's go back. I can probably get Bernard inside now. I might just wait there and grab him. Okay. Let's go, Bernard, in the... Whoa! That was a bit glitchy. Oh yeah, I had when I had this back as a kid, I had the hint book. I'm not sure if it actually came with the game or not. It might have been a separate thing. But there's this hint book you used, and all the hints in it were covered in red lettering, and you had to use this strip of red tape. It was like cellophane but thicker. I don't know what it's called, like super cellophane. And you had to use that to put over... Whoops, that's the wrong person. Okay. You had to put that over the words to reveal the hints. And one of them, that grandfather clock, it said, "What can I do with the grandfather clock?" And it said, "Listen to its realistic ticking." Because back then it was quite impressive. So we're giving the tape to Bernard. And what else was I giving to him? I don't remember. I'm sure there was... Oh, was it the torch? I do need him to have the torch, so I will give that to him. Okay, give torch to Bernard. And that should do. Alright, so let's be Bernard for a bit, I guess. That one. Alright, that should just about wrap it up for this first episode, I think. So we'll start exploring upstairs next time. Hopefully you enjoyed our first little endeavour into my solo career, or whatever we call it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you liked it, thumbs up. Didn't, thumbs down. If you like the face cam thing, then cool, let me know. If you don't like seeing my stupid face, and leave a comment about how stupid my face is and why it's so stupid. And thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Goodbye.